Then it's European title action as Jordan Gill takes on the very experienced French featherweight champion, Karim Guerfi.
12 rounds for the European Featherweight Championship, and this has every sign, every indication of being a real test of the boxing IQ of Jordan Gill against a man who is a 35-fight veteran, 5 defeats in those fights, but all of them in good company. Gill trying to get to work behind that left hand. It's been so potent for him in his professional career so far, but this is the biggest stage. Good left hook from Guerfi inside the first half a minute or so. Guerfi getting on the front foot now. In his fight to win the title against Dazn of Spain in August of last year, he spent a lot of the contest on the back foot, and voluntarily so, inviting Gargo to come forward, and again tries that right hand over the top that was successful in the first minute of the contest. Guerfi starting in very confident fashion, and he was strolling around ringside a couple of hours ago looking like this was his stage, and he started very confidently. Another one of those right hands from Guerfi gets through. Gill was trying to read it, trying to move away, but Guerfi still timed it right.
Gill can't go back in straight lines.
End of a lively opening round. And now Jordan Gill has to work his way into the contest to really gain the respect of Guerfi.
I think Caldwell's saying you have to respect Guerfi, the experience of this man. And you have to earn these opportunities. Good right hand from Guerfi there. Caught Gill on top of the head. Back and forth action here. Neither one really standing there and fighting yet.
Gill's face becoming slightly reddened as we reach the halfway stage of the second round. But important there, he seemed to see that right hand coming and dance back out of range.
He needs to...
Good jab from Gill. And then a right hand, single shots, smart work, impressive work as he fires away to the body. Lee McGregor floored Guerfi with body shots in the opening round of their European bantamweight title fight, and then finished it with a left hook in that opening round.
Gill's starting to get a good rhythm now, and it's coming from the feet. He's moving his head off the line. You constantly hear Dave Caldwell from the corner shot, off the line, off the line. What he means is to move laterally, side to side with his head and feet. Good work from Gill.
And that's exactly what Caldwell was looking for. Give himself the angles, but still that right hand is finding its way home for Guerfi. Not quite with the same kind of effect as it did in the first round in particular.
Investing in the body, Gill. Mixing up with jabs and hooks, left and right. Still got to be careful when pulling out high.
And pulling out with his right glove down there, and a left hook from Guerfi got home once again. But there's some really solid punches being landed here by Gill, in particular, as you said, Andy, to the body. And that could tell here the natural featherweight against a man who's only recently moved up 2 weights to this division.
This is only a couple of times in the round where Gill pulled out high, where his head wasn't moving after he punched. And that's why he has to be very careful. Guerfi experienced, seen it all before, and would punish any mistake.
I said at the beginning that this would be a test of the boxing IQ of Jordan Gill, and he's really having to work for his openings here and to be very careful at the end of the exchanges.
You see what Gill is doing really well is that it's the movement he's doing when he's not punching. It's just as important as what you do when you punch. The little feints, the little steps, the little head movements. It's offsetting Guerfi all the time.
Gill trying to build on those figures. forcing home that left jab, and it could open up so much more in the way of success as this fight wears on. And Guerfi, maybe at 34 and moving up in weight, starts to feel it.
That's good. And you see, it's the feints from Gill, It's forcing Guerfi to be reactionary. He's the one who he's waiting on Gill to act all the time. Good exchange on the ropes there. Because it's Gill leading the way with his exchange and with his non-punching activity.
Gill, you get the sense now, starting to fancy himself in terms of power shots, holding his ground, sending the shots in there. Guerfi opting to stand virtually stock still on the ropes, and Gill opens up. Now slips inside the jab and works well to the body once again.
He's just looking for that one perfect counter punch, Guerfi. He's lining it up, just hasn't been able to land it yet, and all the while Gill is being busy and winning the round. Just like that right hand.
Guerfi went for the big shot there, didn't quite time it. And now Gill responds. Again, has to be wary of that big shot coming from Guerfi. Guerfi tried the left hook. Gill was wise to it. Gill now switches southpaw, drives those right hands into the body.
Guerfi a little bit different in this round, coming out with more ambition, boxing well, moving well, and landing clean shots. Not a sitting target like he was in earlier rounds.
Certainly the noises coming from the Frenchman's corner suggesting that they are more than happy with what he's doing at this stage.
Boxing very well this round. And finding his jab too.
Now Gill gets to work behind the jab again and putting the combinations together in and around the body of Guerfi.
Guerfi's very good at coming off the ropes and attacking. And he's catching Gill when Gill's not expecting. Good right hand there. Got to be careful, Gill. This is a good attack from Guerfi.
Strong round for the Frenchman as another left hand goes in, followed by the right hand. The two signature punches that he's been landing throughout the contest. In particular, gave notice right in the opening round, and now he's having more success here in the closing seconds of round 6.
But Guerfi is a clever fighter, an experienced fighter, very calm under pressure.
Well, the Ron Richards confident that Jordan Gill has a healthy lead, but others might be seeing this differently at ringside. Guerfi, in particular, a very impressive 6 rounds. Guerfi, veteran of those 6 European title fights, knows how fortunes fluctuate during the course of a long, hard 12-round fight. No sign of panic when he was under pressure in the 4th and 5th rounds. Good shot by Guerfi.
1-2 left hook. When he throws the right hand, he always comes back with the left hook.
Those are the shots that have been so troubling for Gill all the way throughout the contest. Just over 20 seconds to go, and he has to hold on now. Guerfi senses a quick finish here. Gill covering up on the ropes here, and he's going to have to show something to the referee here.
Oh!
And Gill hit his head heavily on the canvas there. He's on unsteady legs as he makes his way to the neutral corner just above our commentary position. And that was danger for Jordan Gill, unforeseen as he fell to the canvas in that maul with Guerfi, so he hit his head heavily as he fell. Guerfi opening up, last few seconds of the round.
Missed with the right hand, came back with left hook, has he been doing all night.
And that delayed action as Gill went to the canvas.
Gill didn't see the punch, he was looking at the ground, he had his head down.
It's almost as if he's been advertising those 2 punches throughout the contest so far and then landed them in a combination.
This was the wrestling at the end. This could have been very dangerous, especially after taking a heavy knockdown like that.
And you'll see here, Gill's head crashes against the canvas, which is like taking another
look at his eyes.
solid shot.
Look at his eyes. And I don't know about that. He's got his eyes, but he hasn't got his legs. He's going to get hit again.
Guerfi measuring the shots. A right hand gets through. Now he starts to open up, looking for the finish in the 8th round, and still 2 minutes to go here. And Gill decides not to move off the ropes. But is he thinking straight? Did he make that decision?
That's it.
Good right hand from Gill. Now he's got to try somehow to follow up that shot. Gill showing there's something left. Into the second half of round 8. Can he now turn it back his way? Level on the card of Tony Bellew. Still plenty to fight for here. Jordan Gill in survival mode. Will his senses return as Guerfi continues on the attack? The action has been here in this corner for pretty much the entire
He's hurt again.
round.
He's hurt, Mike.
Big right hand over the top from Guerfi. Last few seconds of the round. Guerfi once again trying to find the finishing shot.
Hats off to Jordan Gill. He's showing a half bigger than his whole arena tonight.
Here at ringside into round 9. 2 big rounds for Karim Guerfi in a row.
Hurt again.
Hurt again. He left that right glove by the right eye, did Gill. He felt that one.
His legs are clearly gone. His hands are good, his eyes are good, but he's going to get hurt. He needs something big. He needs to come back with something big.
Still half the round to go here. Right hand from Guerfi. And Gill here clearly is troubled by an issue around his right eye. He's been holding the right glove there time and again after taking heavy shots. He's got a problem there. Gill trying to cover up on the ropes. The referee looking on intently here with a minute still to go in round 9. Gill has now suddenly he finds some fire from within, digs deep into those reserves. Only these men know where they have to go at this stage of a fight as brutal as this has become for Gill. He tries to sway on the ropes, still tries to find a home for those body shots. Last few seconds of the 9th. Comebacks we have seen in a British ring. One single right hand, just as the bell was about to sound at the end of the round. And behind Jordan Gill, there's concern for the stricken Karim Guerfi. What an amazing comeback. As you saw there, Jordan Gill can barely stand himself, but suddenly, from somewhere, and maybe even he doesn't know where from, he found the right hand, and it's all over. And Jordan Gill, in one of the most remarkable turnarounds, is the European featherweight champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Round number 9. We have your winner by way of knockout. Here's the new European featherweight champion, Jordan, the 3